Oh, I've been looking forward to doing this video. So, I'm sure you're all dying to know a little bit more about little old me, because I am too. Let me lower this down a little bit. And Dr. Lutz, before you get stressed out, the rule for the law is hands-free, and I'm hands-free. So my first location I chose was my truck. Any guy who has a truck knows that one of his most valuable possessions in this world is his truck or his vehicle. This is Black Beauty. This is my Chevrolet Avalanche. Always my dream truck. Same truck that messed up on me 1,000 times last semester. No big deal. I'm currently on my way to destination number 2. I think I'm going to Bojangles. I don't know. I'm going to get food, because food's very important to me too. So a little bit about me. I'm an only child. I act like it. I do, I guess this year it's technically managing for the basketball program. Last year and freshman year I was actually their student coach. A great opportunity. So a little bit about me. A lot of y'all probably don't know, I originally signed a letter of intent to actually play basketball at Truett my freshman year, but 2 weeks before move-in day, the JV program was completely just dismantled and gotten rid of, and a lot of guys who were going to come on just small JV scholarships wound up losing that opportunity or going elsewhere. But for me, I was lucky enough because I had reached out to coach about my future in education and wanting to have that desire to coach and be an influence in younger men's lives. Later on down the road for me, he offered me the student coaching position, as opposed to just telling me that there's no option for me to play here anymore. I grew up in Ellijay, Apple Capital, Georgia. My favorite apple is a Fuji apple. I have a Pomeranian named Bear. He has cataracts and he can't hear. God love him, but he's adorable. And just on a serious note for a minute, when I was young, being an only child, my mom was diagnosed with very advanced type of breast cancer. It was stage 3C, and the only other category for cancer is terminal, and that was at the age of 34, 6 years before she was required to get a mammogram. And her and Dad never thought they'd be able to have kids. It took them 8 years into their marriage before she got pregnant with me, miscarriage after miscarriage, and actually what found that she had breast cancer was another miscarriage. So a heartbreak on top of a heartbreak for our family when I was just 6, 7, and 8 years old. And it taught us a lot. It taught us the importance of family. It taught us the importance of one another and living each day like it's your last. A lot of people go through the motions of every day of laziness, or and I'm guilty of that kind of stuff myself. But the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, if you can't sit down and lay your head down on your bed and say that you accomplished something in that day, then how did you glorify Christ that day? How did you live your life to the fullest? And that's something, as a young kid, I can remember Mom used to always refer to God as the author of our lives. And something that I've found out for myself over time is, while He is our author, while we do submit our lives to Him, while we do follow Him, because of free will, we're the editor of our own story. God has this whole plan laid out for us, and His will be done. What His will is for our life will be accomplished one way or another. And because He gives us that choice of free will, it's just, what steps are we going to take before we actually reach His will? What are we going to go through our story and edit and make changes and make different choices for us to actually accomplish God's will for our life. And so that's something that cancer and those few years of struggle really taught me and my family. And at the end of the day, I am a son, I am a cousin, I am a boyfriend, I'm a servant, and that's what God really has brought me onto this earth to be, is to follow Him and His will for my life. And I think just being, I was raised in a certain manner, that something that, even though I know I'm gonna mess up and all these other kinds of things, and I know these things about myself, and these are just lessons that I've learned. This isn't just completely about me, but this is who I am. Something about me is, I will never try to be a perfectionist. It's not possible. Sure, I like to have things done a certain way or in a certain manner, but that's all of us. But something you'll never strive to see me be is a perfectionist, because once you start reaching that line of, and I'm not saying all people do this, but something that I've noticed from people in my life is, once you start trying to become a perfectionist, you can become a hypocrite in certain aspects. When it's our faith, if you try and become a perfectionist, you can become a hypocrite. I am a person who is an only child, who loves sports, who has a passion for teaching, that at the end of the day, I'm true to myself. I love the gym. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but 2 years ago you could tell I loved the gym. I'm about to walk into Clipper right now and show y'all my favorite drink. Kyle Jones, when you're watching this, you know what I'm about to go get. Let me show you real quick. So I'm inside the Clipper now. How are y'all? Let me just... Alright, look. It's called a Bang. Now, this right here will take you from level 6 to about I don't know. I don't even know how to explain this. This joker's got creatine, caffeine. It's probably got crack in it too, because I keep coming back for more. I don't really know. But anyway, to keep on summing up, I'm just wrapping this up real quick about who I am. I'm Sam. I'm Samuel. I'm Sammy. I'm whatever you want to call me, except for don't call me names, because then I'll fight you. But anyway, I'm blessed to be a part of this program. I'm blessed to be a classmate with you guys, and I'm really thankful and really hopeful and excited to see where God's going to take this class. See you guys.